And for the bearish aspect, which is more like a retracement, okay, we have this zone here, this minor zone here. Price can start selling from there to this next support level all the way down here, which is hi peeps, at my FX right here, the prophetic analyst. Welcome back to our weekly market forecast, and this is where we show you way to enter and way to exit, so your best possible areas for entries and exit of price on the chart. And this is the weekly market forecast for the week of the 7th to the 11th, okay, of October. So happy new month once again, guys. And just like you saw on the video on gold, okay, Xauusd, how we predicted it into position, okay, we can see gold has been gold. We have to look at the higher time frames, okay, because this is the new month on how gold closed for last month. If I bring my crosshair to here, okay, you see this is the month of September, which was last month, on how gold actually closed this particular candle here, this engulfing candle there. Okay, so gold closed engulfing, strong bullish engulfing candle for the month of September. Okay, so what's the best possible areas that we can take entries off? And we know we don't trade we don't make entries from the higher time frames, we'll experience series of higher highs. Okay, and so let's scale down to our lower time frame, like scale down to our daily time frame. Okay, as you can see here on a daily time frame, let me zoom out so that you guys can see. On the daily time frame, we have some ranges here. Price has been ranging for how many days? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, for more like 5 days, which is more like 5 trading days, which is more like a week of trading. That's mean price has been practically ranging since our last weekly market analysis. Okay, but we had the best of entries and setups from that trade. Okay, just like you saw on how price how we had that entry and exit of price, and from this zone, okay, this was where last week market closed. Okay, I had this levels being marked out. I said that there are high possibilities the price will come back into this area. Okay, will give us a break retest of that zone and a push continuations to the downside. Let's go deep as low as our 1 hour time frame, because we were looking at it from our 1 hour time frame. Okay, you can see those areas, those levels there clearly on the 1 hour time frame that push to the upside, that zone. Okay, that bearish engulfing candle close, then our entries, then price sold all the way to the downside. Okay, so for the coming weeks, where are the best possible areas to make our entries off? So as you can see clearly, gold has been ranging. Yeah, gold has been clearly ranging for the longest of time right now. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to place some lines. Okay, I'm going to place some levels like so. Okay, I'm going to place some levels to the upside and to the downside like so. Okay, so whatever gold wishes, okay, I would be only interested, and is only safe, okay, because this is also a range. You can see how price moving sideways, just like I showed you guys on the daily time frame. Price has been ranging for a whole week on gold. Okay, so price is yet to break this resistance nor the support here. Okay, so let's go back. So I would only be interested on gold and only if price gives us either of these two scenarios. The price breaks to the upside, retest that zone, and a push continuations to the upside. Okay, you can go for a 1:2, 1:3, or more. Okay, you can just be trailing your stops, because mind you, we don't have supports or resistance on the high time frame. Okay, on if price is able to break this all-time highs continuously going up. Okay, but if price goes to the downside, okay, price goes to the downside, we'll be interested for this break retest of that zone. Then our first zone would be the 2612 ounce. So either of these areas, you want to mark them out on your PC or whatever device that you're using to trade. Okay, so up next is DXY. For the bullish side, we are looking for price to break these highs. and push all the way to this resistance. Okay, so on the DXY you can see this was last week. Okay, this was the range that we were speaking about. Okay, same thing has been happening for the longest of time on the DXY has also been ranging. Okay, we had this highs being marked out, this lows being marked out, and we were looking for this break retest and push continuations to the upside. So we clearly had that happen somewhere around here. Okay, those ranges you see there are the break and retest. If you go as low as your 1 hour time frame, you see them clearly. Okay, you can see that that bearish candle deep inside there, and just that price was giving some sort of minor lower time frame consolidation, but to the upside on that time frame. Okay, so it clearly had that break and retest happened on the upside, and just like you saw on the video how we predicted it into precision on last week, and we have also been predicting the bullish side and on price for the upside. Okay, so that's why when you see ranges, I don't rush to trade ranges. Okay, just be patient enough. I know sometimes it might be taxful, worrying that price may take some days, some months out on a okay before you could take trades, but it's worth the wait. Okay, so you can see how a minor level break rate has happened. Okay, this was also what gave me the possibilities to send signals, which I sent for people that also made money. So if you're not on our free Telegram group, you were to click on the link on the description below, join our free Telegram group. And also, if you're still watching this video to this very moment, please do want to smash that subscribe button and drop a comment. Okay. So moving forward, let's look at the monthly time frame from the higher time frame, because last month just closed. It's very important. I always look at my monthly time frame on the DXY when each month closes, so that I can see the candle formation and the candle closing for the previous month. Okay, when before going to the new month, so you can see that bearish candle close slightly close below these levels, but you also had price push back into these areas. Okay, clearly we thought, okay, like last week I was trading with the trend, or we did analyze with what we had on ground. Okay, what we had on ground, the trend was still bearish. Okay, so I thought price should break this area retest and do its thing to the downside, but that did not happen. He had price do his thing back, pushing back into the charts. Okay, so how are we going, where are the best possible areas to take our setups or make entries off for the coming weeks? Okay, so for the DXY, uh, I'll be giving you guys two zones. Okay, as usual. Okay, we have two minor zones here, or yeah, on a daily zone and our hourly zone. Okay, so we have this zone here, so we are looking for price to retrace into this 101 area, then push continuations back to the 100%, then you can go all the way to the upside. Okay, and if that fails or that does not happen, we would be looking for a deeper retracement, quite deeper retracement back into this area, and a push continuations back to our 102 area to the upside. And also you can see this trend line coming up, coming from all the way from the top here. Price has clearly now broken out of that trend line, so we are also anticipating some retest back to that trend line. Okay, so that's why I'm saying pull back, which is a retest to this trend line, and a push continuations to upside. Okay, so that will be it for the DXY. For GBP without taking much of your time, okay, we have price. Okay, for last week we were looking for price to react off these levels, okay, of these levels, but that did not, and we also avoided those losses of the trades. That's why it's also good to have set rules or set uh, for your trade. So we are seeing price create lower highs, lower lows, lower high, expecting a new lower high which has been created, and a new lower low for price to continue. That which we're going to give you guys two-way scenarios for price movement. Okay, so I'll be interested in the bullish one if price is able to break out of this blue area. Okay, that blue zone, retest there, and going back to somewhere close to this area or somewhere around these zones. Okay, the zone of our 1.32 area, the upside. Okay, that's for the bullish scenarios. And for the bearish scenarios, clearly I'll be only interested if price is able to break this minor level. Okay, this minor level was plotted from our 1 hour time frame. Okay, if you have a bearish candle close strong to the downside back to this area, okay, and go to my 15 minutes, my 1 hour time frame, look for that break and retest. Then we can go for the first level of our 1.303 area. Then we can go all the way to our weekly area of interest, which is our 1.286. That will be it for GDP USD. And up next is Euro USD. For Euro USD, technically, actually the same thing. Okay. For last week, we also predicted Euro USD because Euro USD have not taken trades for I think like 3 weeks now, or 2 to 3 weeks now, if not mistaken, or more. So Euro USD has technically been ranging for me. So that's why I've been avoiding Euro USD. It's not giving out my So, but not until USD had. So that was why for last week we're looking for price to either break to the upside or break to the downside. Okay. So as you can see, clearly price broke, gave us that break and retest to the downside. You may not see that break and retest here on the 4 hour time frame, but if you go to your hourly time frame or your 15 minutes time frame, daily how price gave us that push to the downside. Okay, so if you did not see how we predicted it, here is the video. Okay, so for the bearish scenarios, price could break here, retest that area, and then push continuations to a 1.04, 1.104 area. Okay, so that's, I hope you can see how we predicted Euro USD into position. So for this week, okay, I'll be looking for a minor pullback. Let me take this off. I'll be looking for a minor pullback back to this area, okay, to these zones, okay, these zones of our 1.101 area, okay, minor pullback to that zone, then price bearish continuations back to our 1.09 area, and you can go as deep as possible all the way to the downside. Okay, so that's for bearish scenarios. I'm not really seeing the bullish scenarios happening. Okay, I'll only be interested. Let's just be fair enough to give the bullish scenarios. Only be interested on the bullish scenarios if price breaks these highs, retest here, then we can go to a 1.120 area to the upside. Okay, so that's it for Euro USD. And up next, one of the best trades we also took, which is NZD USD. For NZD USD, last week most of the USD pairs we were predicting bullishness. Okay, so but when we were sending the signal, notice that price had changed directional bias from bullish to bearish, and we saw how price change and had that change in price action. I started seeing price giving us this head and shoulder pattern. Okay, head and shoulder pattern. So I had to call the trades on the free Telegram community, which I also dropped, and I'll add it somewhere around in this so that you guys can see, which a lot of people also made money from it. Okay, so for the coming weeks, I'll be interested for NZD USD push the price to come back to this area. Okay, then before we can have ourselves all the way to the downside. Okay, but if that does not happen, there's also a minor level here which I can extend all the way like so. Okay, if price is able to clear that minor level, the downside, because we may not have that deep pullbacks, we could have price come here, test there, and it push continuations to our 0.6. So that's it for NZD USD. Do well to mark these levels on your PC or whatever device. Last but not the least, USD JPY. So USD JPY has actually tactical. I think since we had some losing straight here for like 2 around here, price was trying to reverse. And also, if you guys can remember, I think same 2 weeks ago or 3, also mentioned that there are also slight possibilities that price could reverse to the upside. Right. From checking from my daily time frame, there is a chart pattern in which I normally use, which I call my divergence. So divergence was quite likely what helped price to reverse all the way. Fortunately, just had to written on other pace in which second. Okay, so for the coming weeks, there's the JPYs. We'll be interested for some sort of minor pullbacks to this first level, and then a push continuations back to the upside. Okay, if price does not play out that way, we may have slight deeper retracement back to our 144 area, back to all the way to the upside. Right, so that's it for the JPY. Also, mark out this on your PC or your phone or whatever device you're using trading. That's it for this week. And please do well, if you have watched this video to this very moment, do well to smash that like button. Drop a comment on the comment section. Let's know your own perspective of price or what you're seeing at. Also, just drop some love or fire emojis comment section. This does not cost a dime. This also help the algorithm to showing our videos other fellow like minds that also need more forex educational contents like this. And that's it for this week, guys, and see you guys